and welcome. You're watching Don Bosco Media Network. This is Abigail Karmalim bringing to you the Salesian news across the globe. The two posters selected by the Rector Major, Father Angel Fernandez Artime, to illustrate the message of Estrena for 2023 as the yeast in today's human family. The late I mentioned in the family of Don Bosco were released yesterday, 24th November 2022. The option of animating the Salesian family with two different images is therefore renewed once again this year because both are able to represent the proposed theme well, each enhancing different accents, styles and suggestions. The first of the two posters is the work of the Office of Social Communication of the St. Anthony province of Portugal, and it clearly expresses the industriousness and liveliness of the Salesian family at the service of young people all over the world, both yesterday and today. The proposed illustration is inspired by the affection and family dimension that united Don Bosco and Mama Margaret to the young people welcomed at the oratory in Valdoco. In presenting the poster, the artist Nuno Quaresma from the communication teams of Portugal explained the details and significance of his work of art. The second illustration for the poster of Estrena 2023 shows 100 personages rich in details and expressions and is the work of the Spanish artist Agustin de la Torre, Salesian cooperator and teacher. The author demonstrates a strong desire to reflect in his artistic work all the fruitfulness and extension of the work of Don Bosco in the world, in harmony with the proposal of the Rector Major Father Angel Fernandez Artime for the theme of the Estrena 2023 as the yeast in today's human family. The lead dimension in the family of Don Bosco, the author explains that his composition features 100 different personages. In the center is Don Bosco, surrounded by some essential personages for the Salesian spirituality that are easily recognizable: Mother Mazzarello, Mama Margaret, Dominic Savio, Blessed Michael Rua, Laura Vicuna, as well as the current Rector Major and the Mother General of the Daughters of Mary Help of Christians and the most recent Salesian saint Artimide Zati. Everyone looks joyfully ahead, as Don Bosco used to say, and looks at the spectator who is also part of this beautiful project of the duo that has grown through the leaven of Salesian spirituality and the preventive system. In the colors of everyone's clothes or skin, there is also the universality of the Salesian charism, rich in diversity, positivity, creativity, and of course, the gospel. Following a morning spent with the students of Salesian High School in New Rochelle and a tour of the offices of Salesian Missions on November 23rd, Father Angel Fernandez met with about 30 young adults who are mostly graduates of Salesian High Schools. He noted his satisfaction in many of his visits around the world at discovering how many alumni of the Salesian schools returned to teach there. Indeed, 4 of the young men taking part in this meeting are graduates of Salesian High School and now teach there. Father Angel asked each young adult where he or she is studying at present and what they are studying. After hearing the great variety of answers, he recalled a conversation with high school students in the morning and promoted the study of philosophy, in which one of the young adults said he's majoring. He said that he's happy that this group has clear dreams for the future. They have lived the Salesian charism in their school days, which is a life experience they can't learn in university. In his worldwide travels, the Rector Major meets Salesian alumni everywhere. The young alumni are enthusiastic and creative about their future. Many of them have a priority of giving an opportunity to those coming up behind them. These young alumni has a special characteristic. They are the future of the Salesian charism. There are millions of Salesian alumni who carry our charism in their hearts, notably the Salesian family spirit, and they carry it into their own family lives. This extraordinary factor is the best result of a Salesian education. On November 23rd, the Rector Major Father Angel Fernandez Artime, SDB, spent the morning with Salesian students in New Rochelle. Salesian High School Salesian High welcomed its #1 eagle, Don Angel, with a morning prayer service that began at 8:30 a.m. EST in the Wiggins Center. Several students from Don Bosco Prep in Ramsey, New Jersey, and Mary Help of Christians Academy, Mary Help in North Haledon, New Jersey, also joined. During the prayer service, Salesian High students perform a skit with reflective questions offered during various parts. A Ukrainian-American sophomore and his family also presented the rector major with a check that he and his family, who still have relatives in Ukraine, including his grandmother, raised for the young people of Ukraine. Salesian High students then gave a litany of thanksgiving given in over a dozen languages of the school community, including Spanish, Arabic, Mandarin, Italian, and Gaelic. The litany deeply moved the rector major since it reminded him of the young people's link with their families. An international conference on Francis de Sales, organized by the Institute of Spiritual Theology of the Salesian Pontifical University UPS, concluded in Rome on Sunday, November 20th. 200 participants who came from 4 continents gathered to reflect for 3 days on the spirituality and legacy of the Bishop of Geneva. Among the participants were members representing 13 Salesian-inspired institutes. The first part of the conference was devoted to posterity. In this part, each congregation and institute inspired by St. Francis de Sales presented itself, starting with the first, the Order of the Visitation of Holy Mary, founded by Francis de Sales himself in the early 17th century, and ending with the youngest congregation founded by Monsignor Giuseppe Cognata SDB, the Salesian Oblates of the Sacred Heart. Not limiting themselves to statistics, the congregations explained why they were founded and how the charism is inspired by St. Francis de Sales even today. In the second part of the conference, several themes of a spiritual and theological legacy were explored. International speakers accepted the request to delve into a specific theme. The following were developed among others: Mariology, Convergence with Don Bosco, Spiritual Direction, Spiritual Accompaniment of Women, Use of Latin in Letters, Ecclesiology, and Vision on the Pope and Communication. So viewers, with that, you have come to the end of today's edition. Till we meet again, thank you for joining us.